more. I first heard of Kamala Harris when she was Attorney General of California. I was working for Cytos, an early-stage pharmaceutical company. I had just stepped into a business development role that had me at the negotiating table quite a bit. The job also had me traveling constantly, which became the basis for my blog, Hitha on the Go. I kept CNN on in the background whenever I was unpacking, repacking, and getting ready in the many hotel rooms I lived in. On a random February day in a random hotel in 2012, one story captured my attention as I caught up on emails. California had secured an $18 billion settlement for relief from the subprime mortgage crisis, which was negotiated by the state's attorney general. I remember my hands freezing on my keyboard, my full attention on the television screen. The report mentioned Kamala Harris's rejection of the lender's initial offer as one of her first acts as Attorney General, and the months of negotiations that led to this announcement. Harris appeared on the screen in her trademark pantsuit and pearls. Well, I'll tell you, there's a simple principle in law, and, in particular, contract law, which is the deal ain't done just based on a promise. It's based on a promise and acceptance, and then performance. My fingers quickly flew across my keyboard, attempting to capture the quote, which I've revisited often in my work. Negotiating deals is a large part of my career, from licensing agreements with other pharmaceutical companies to brand campaigns to investments in startups. Getting a signature on the contract is not the end goal, but merely the beginning of a partnership. This quote reminds me to build consensus, acceptance, and over-deliver on my end, performance. After hearing this quote, I spent the next few hours researching Kamala Harris, reading every interview and watching every video I could about her. For the first time in a long time, I could see myself being like Kamala, in a position of power that I wanted to earn one day. Being a woman, a young woman of color at that, continues to be the exception in the pharmaceutical industry. I had a number of mentors and sponsors who invested their time and support in me, but I felt uncomfortable asking them what I should wear for a certain meeting, how to approach the push-pull of a negotiation, and how to speak in a room filled with men so they listen. In Kamala Harris, I had a model that showed me how to communicate, negotiate, and show up in the rooms I still felt uncomfortable in. I jotted down quotes, took notes on her style, and created a digital notebook of Kamalaisms that I could refer to when I needed. She became a mentor from afar, and I actively kept up with her. Kamala Harris helped me step into and own my power in every professional role I've held: pharmaceutical executive, tech entrepreneur, content creator, and author. Kamala's childhood and her mother's story also helped me feel a greater sense of belonging to these United States of America. Both Kamala's mother, Shyamala Gopalan Harris, and my father's elder brother, Ram Palepu, came to the United States before the Immigration and Nationality Act was passed in 1965, when only 100 Indians were granted visas every year. Shyamala raised her daughters alone with a deep sense of civic duty, much how my aunt Shanti Palepu Veluri, my father's elder sister, raised my cousin Bob, named after Robert Kennedy. Bob grew up to attend the Naval Academy and serve as a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy. Shyamala's career mirrored that of Nagesh Palepu, my father, who also held numerous research jobs and seized every new opportunity that came his way. In both public and private research settings, the bar for advancement was set impossibly high for minorities. Both of them remained laser-focused on their North Stars. Shyamala's to cure cancer, my father's to develop the best medicines possible. Shyamala also reminds me of my mother in making the mundane magical and encouraging me to dream big and work harder. My mother approached every move precipitated by my father's job with a sense of adventure, and the way she quickly packed and unpacked our homes was nothing short of witchcraft. "Go win the world," she told me often, "but at home, I'm the boss, so go do what I told you to do." My life has come full circle from the first time I spotted Kamala Harris on television. Today, I run Roshan Pharmaceuticals alongside my father. I invest in early-stage companies that are founded by and focused on women, and I serve on two